All right, and hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy Jay, and I want to talk about some of the things that I wish I could change as a younger man, as me being a 32-year-old man. And it dawned on me, man. There's always people talking about like this, yo, I want to change a thing when they're on their deathbed. I want to change it for the world, and that shit never resonated with me at all. I mean, we all bump our heads and do dumb things and stupid mistakes, and though those things make us who we are, and add for character development in a positive way if you can learn from those mistakes. I don't know. I'm a space cadet, bro. I wouldn't mind a time machine and just altering the fabric of reality. So, yeah, I'm definitely not one of those guys. But starting off with, well, number one was honestly, bro, like caving under the social pressures of being a player, a womanizer, just a human being that doesn't have any respect for the sacred act that is sex, or even the sacred communion of two people coming together and like just liking each other, just picking each other's minds and kind of sharing energy. I didn't have no respect for that when I was younger. Even though I was a lover boy, I just caved into the pressure of like, yo, we got to be players. And though I wasn't the biggest player, I definitely had a roster, and I definitely, quote unquote, was like, I was frivolous with like women's feelings and thoughts and emotions. And there was some really good women that I knew that loved me for who I was, or liked me for who I was, and I was just a dickhead. And I was like, got what I wanted, gotta go. Sorry. So yeah, I've definitely been on an apology tour as an older man, and I've been forgiven, thank God. And but yeah, I would definitely change that. If I could change it, I would have actually tried to stay in a relationship and try to mature it and realize it out till it wasn't attainable anymore, instead of just feeling like I was bored or just wanted to go and be a Rolling Stone or just see somebody else, So that's the one thing I would have changed. The other thing I would have changed was, got my notes here, man. I'm not the best off the top yapper. I would have started boxing earlier. I feel like the tools that I learned from boxing, discipline, the confidence in knowing how to throw a punch, knowing that you could take a punch, knowing that you can get in that paint with like dudes that are bigger than you. Like, it's done tremendous work for my confidence over the years. I really owe a lot of my confidence. I've always been confident, but a lot of like my masculine confidence now, like, to boxing. And I wish I would have started that earlier as 18. And because even though I wrestled in high school, I was still insecure. I was insecure about money. I wasn't really the best puncher. Like, if we was gonna fight, I would have probably just wrestled you. But now I could wrestle you and I could punch you, so that's cool. I was dealing with like insecurity from like financial and family stuff. So that's when I decided to like, I thought the option was to like get off in the waters of the underworld and start selling like drugs and of that nature, and also using drugs to numb the pain. And that wasn't the answer at all, even though it taught me a lot over those years, a lot of failures, a lot of successes. But I feel like if I would have started boxing a little earlier at like 18 instead of like 25, 26, and I fell off even from when I did 26, I'm just now getting right. It would have been very complimentary to me as an overall human being, especially dealing with what I was going with. Next, I have embracing solitude. I would have learned to cherish and relish solitude a lot. I wish I would have learned to cherish it a lot earlier in my life. Like I said, growing up, being 18. In high school, it was cool, being around people and stuff and hanging out, and you know what I mean? We used to throw ciphers in the courtyard and rap, and I used to be a part of poetry club, and I used to be a part of a dance club. So I was just artistic all the way around. I was just always cool with a lot of people too. So high school, there wasn't a problem. It's when I got out and got into the waters of the underworld, where it's like I just started hanging out with like a bunch of different groups, whether the group was like some of the rave heads, or whether the group was like some trailer park people, or whether the group was like some gang members, or whether the group was, that was pretty much the group for those years. No, and there were some good groups, but I'm speaking of the detrimental groups. And with that lifestyle, it's all about, hanging and banging, just hanging out, what I mean, doing drugs, the chase, fucking women, selling drugs, backyard fights, doing drugs. It's just like a cycle of just like, just this is what we're doing. This is the life. We're young and we're doing this. And that wasn't really beneficial to any of us, I think. And I think I would have changed that. I would have learned to relish my solitude. But the caveat is, I'm an older brother of two, and my mom was a single mother of three, or my mom is a single mother of three, and so it was kind of hard to find solitude anyway. So solitude was kind of hard to come by anyway, in a 2-bedroom apartment with like 4 people. So I guess hanging out with those people was my escapism. But nigga, you can walk, you can go out to the lake and smoke a blunt if you want. Like, you don't have to be hanging out all the time. And most of these groups that I was hanging out with, we didn't have the same vision. It's for me, it's always been the music and trying to make things happen. And you know what I mean? Like, I just look back and just the hanging out, it just wasn't the best for me. So I would have definitely changed that, minimized it, did it in moderation. But really, the focus is like what I'm here for, what I'm on earth for. Okay, so my last one is I would have got into the stocks earlier. And though I had the information, I didn't prioritize the information, neither or getting into action about it. I've had the information about like the stock market since I was in middle school. And I was always been a curious, like astute student, except when it came to math. So it's like I had the information, I just never cared to like implement it, and I would have changed that. I mean, as soon as I turned 18, could I have invested in the stocks when I was 16 when I got my first job? Probably, but I was just a youngster. I didn't prioritize it, I didn't prioritize it. But just being older now and seeing how like much money I made from it, not that it's like thousands and thousands of dollars, but like, let's say I put money in the stock and then like I double my money and then I can take that profit out and then keep the principal in there. That's fun. 4% money, 4% dividend yield on a stock or the money market. That's fun. You know what I mean? It's like my money's actually working for itself. And though you do need a good amount of capital for it to make sense as an adult, well, it's going to make sense either way, literally and figuratively. But I just wish I would have done that earlier. Like, the money that I made off of interest has like saved me a couple times when I didn't have no money. So, that's real spill. So I wish I would have got into that earlier. And yeah, and that's the video. I think if you guys are younger, take heed, man. I don't know what the younger kids are doing these days. It's 2026. If you're 18, I don't know what you guys do, addicted to OnlyFans or like vaping or like chronically online. I'm chronically online. I'm just like you actually, but I'm not 18. So yeah, I hope you can take some insight from this, really implement the information, and like, though you may understand that action, my man, action, my lady, action could really change you for the better, could really put your life on another direction. It's not just information, it's also action. And for the people that's older than me, that's not where they want. I hope y'all can relate, found some insight. I hope this was an entertaining video. My name is Jamon Senior Creep, and I am the mind behind Ragers Holding Virtue. This is my channel. I got music videos, I got vlogs up, I got short films, and I hope to see you guys again. Peace.